studio production begins in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome to Community Foundation Spotlight. I'm Erica Joseph, and I'm joined by Jessica Mims, Executive Director at Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Eastern Shore. Welcome.
Thanks, Erica.
Now, we've been able to work together for quite some time in your role at Big Brothers Big Sisters, but tell me a little bit about some of the exciting changes that have happened as of late and the services that you're providing in our community.
Sure, yes. Well, Big Brothers Big Sisters in October 2016 became an independent affiliate of Big Brothers Big Sisters of America, which is really exciting. And we're also providing services to the 9 counties of the Eastern Shore. And one of the benefits of that is we're serving the local community and only the Eastern Shore. So one of the challenges working as a satellite office of either Delaware or Baltimore is fundraising and just being able to provide unique services for our rural area.
And so this way, you've been providing those services, which we'll get into in just a minute, but this way it's every dollar you raise stays right here in the community, and you can really tailor the programs that you're providing to the kids and the mentors that you're working with. So that's exciting. When you talk about services and, maybe somebody's been a mentor or had a child that's been part of Big Brothers Big Sisters, but what does that mean? What do you do with kids and adults in the community?
Okay, well, traditionally we're known for one-to-one mentoring. And of course we provide one-to-one mentoring. And we work with volunteers in the community to do so. But we take it a step further. We like to work with individuals that want to volunteer and mentor a child. And if they would like to be in a school program because they don't want to take away time from their families in the evenings and weekends, then we work with them and we work with the local schools to do in-school mentoring. We do intense case management with all of our families and parents, the children themselves, as well as the mentors, to find out what the needs of the family are. And we provide additional services like enrichment programs, girls empowerment programs, and resources like hygiene items and school items.
So many of the things that if you're raising children or you have nieces and nephews that you might experience doing with and for them, mentors do with and for the kids that they're working with.
Exactly. We like to tell people that are even considering being a mentor that you just do what you do in your everyday life. If you go to the mall, you bring a child along. If you like to go to the park, play tennis, play basketball, you bring them along, and it makes a huge difference to a child that may be sharing the attention of one mother with 5 children. So we have a lot of families that maybe only have one parent at home. They may be living with a grandparent, or they could have one or both parents incarcerated. Just the other day, we had a child come to the office with what was the godmother, now is the caregiver, because both of that 6-year-old little boy's parents are incarcerated right now.
And so he just needs some extra one-on-one attention to help nurture the things that are important. Now, you mentioned that volunteers are doing just regular everyday things, and I know that you take there's a lot of diligence that goes into making sure that volunteers can work with kids. That's a vulnerable population, but you don't have to have any special skills or talents, right?
Exactly. No, it's just the desire to be a positive role model in a child's life. We do a background check, of course, and we train people. So you don't have to come into it with a million questions. They're going to be answered. And because we're an affiliate of Big Brothers Big Sisters of America, we have great training resources. All of them, or many of them, are online and available at someone's own speed. And we also do in-person trainings too for people that like that personal touch.
And so if somebody wants to get involved, how do they do that?
Yeah. So they could give us a call at 410-543-2447 or go to our website, shorebiglittle.org, and that's SHORE.
And so thinking about the human resources that are important to a program like this, I would imagine that you also have some financial needs in meeting an organization, that is operating in the community, doing such important work, and all of the support that you're providing to mentors and to the young people that are involved. How do people make a contribution to support your efforts?
Well, they can most certainly go to our website. There's a Donate Now button. And I'd just like to mention that the Community Foundation is always, throughout the year, been a wonderful support to the organization as well. We also have different activities in the community that people can participate. Golfers, we have Golf for Kids' Sake, both in the summer month, and we do Santa's Open in December, early December. And then we have Bowl for Kids' Sake in the spring. So that's something fun that you can get involved in. We also do something where if you don't want to golf or bowl, you could sponsor a child to be involved, a child that's involved in our program.
And I know from experience, and this is something maybe for businesses to think about, or other teams of people. We had a team from the Community Foundation do Bowl for Kids' Sake, which was great because it was fun for us. We got our families together, and we knew that we were supporting. And so you could have a nice little, competition maybe among if you have a larger organization. So it's a really nice, fun way that's accessible, and you just plug it into a weeknight that that those dollars are making such a big difference. So thank you for making it easy and fun to support Big Brothers Big Sisters. You had mentioned that you interacted with a young man, 6 years old, last week. Tell me about how someone gets their child or a child that they know who might need some of that extra support involved with Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Eastern Shore.
Sure. Well, parents have to, or a caregiver or guardian, have to enroll the child by simply completing an application. So they would contact our agency at our website or call us. It's important that the child understand that and want to have a mentor. There are children that may not want a mentor, so we can't accept, that's the first step. We can't accept a child that doesn't want to be in the program, but if a child is open to the experience, then that is something that we could do. But typically we go to the child's home and we meet with the family, the parent, the caregiver, and do a meeting, get to know them, the background, why they feel that the child needs a mentor, and what kind of goals and objectives that they have for the mentoring relationship. And we also spend time one-on-one with the child, finding more about them, their likes and their interests, and what kind of mentor they want to work with. We ask all kinds of interesting questions and really want to know, because we have children that say, yeah, I don't want to be matched to somebody who is married and has kids already because I want all the attention.
Well, and
that's fair.
And I would imagine that and I'm just thinking of my own child, you might make some assumptions as the caregiver that my child might like to be matched with someone their own gender,
right.
And maybe they don't.
Exactly.
Or maybe they'd like to be matched with somebody older than you would anticipate. And so I think that that's really important work that you all do to help really find out what the child is looking for.
Yeah. And if the child is seeing a therapist, then we do ask for consent from the therapist to make sure that the mentoring relationship is a good fit for their therapeutic.
Right, the work that they're doing there and won't disrupt anything, which is always important. You have a wonderful board and talented volunteers and dedicated people who work really hard all year round at your fundraisers, at your board meetings, at different events that you're doing to engage participants in the program. What if somebody has some time and maybe they don't want to mentor, maybe they can't mentor, but they're really interested in helping kids find positive role models in the community? What are some other ways that they could get involved with you?
Definitely. Well, we have activities throughout the year. We typically do large agency activities quarterly, but we are always looking for additional volunteers to get involved and help us with fun things like face painting, Princess Day. We need people to help paint nails, things like that are really good time. We're always looking for leaders in the community, as you said, to serve on our board of directors. We also are starting advisory boards in other counties throughout the Eastern Shore. So if you would like to see the program grow in your county, then give us a call and we can talk about working on adding someone to an advisory committee.
Yeah, lots of ways to plug in, because I know because of personal commitments or maybe just comfort level, not everyone is able or wants to do that mentoring relationship, but yes. I think you can still find ways to support the mission. And you had mentioned Princess Day, and I know that our Women's Fund has supported that in the past, and I think it really highlights the variety of ways that programs, businesses can plug into a program like this. So things you might not think about, but this interactive, opportunity for the girls to, sort of have a day of pampering and just do some of the things that they may, not have an opportunity to do, and how the community steps up to help provide some of that access. So, and I know that you do specific outreach for some of your young men, and you do a lot of things that bring everyone together. So it's a really, I think the key would be for people to think about ways that they could creatively maybe bring some of their resources or expertise to you.
Definitely. We're always looking for individuals in the community that really just want to inspire and make a difference. And that might be one time a year. And it's just sharing and empowering your message with children.
And I think fundamentally you all do a great job at highlighting that with all the work that's done and all the programs and events, it really does come down often to making a difference for that one little boy or little girl, in all the different ways that you work with them.
Yes, we like to look at it as, Big Brothers, Big Sisters, even though we focus on individual relationships. So many of our families, they feel like they're part of something bigger with our organization because it's like a family. So it's definitely rewarding.
Well, before we wrap up, let's remind people how they can connect to Big Brothers, Big Sisters of the Eastern Shore, either if they have a child they'd like to get involved, if they'd like to donate, if they'd like to volunteer, or if they'd just like to learn more to maybe sort of help them on that journey. So What's the best way to connect?
Great. Give us a call, 410-543-2447, or Shore, SHORE, biglittle.org. We're also on all the social media outlets as well.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Jessica, for your time and for all that you do with Big Brothers, Big Sisters.
Thank you, Erica, and thanks to the Community Foundation.
You've been watching Community Foundation Spotlight. Please learn more about Big Brothers, Big Sisters of the Eastern Shore and how you can make a difference in the lives of local kids. Thanks for watching.